Oh, good morning, everyone. Sorry. It's Paulette, and today is August 24th. Wow, I can't believe it's the 24th. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I just feel like time is going by in a blink of an eye, which I would think time would be creeping by so slow for me. Not having not having anything really to do because like I don't work. um, I spend the day at the park pretty much, and when I go to the Walmart parking, I mean it sounds very very boring, but yet I'm not bored, because of course I do these videos and I do my research, and I love people watching. I don't know, I just find it fascinating that time is going by super fast, and I don't feel like the days are dragging on. Um, yeah, it just boggles my mind. But I wanted to go over my number that 17 was given to me, and after I said that, I was just inundated with 17s. um, and I just chuckled because I know it was 17 I was supposed to look at, because it's just confirmation for me when I see things go back to, because when I was doing the number 27, I was writing that up on August 17th. It's, even though I did the video on the 18th, I was writing it up on the 17th. And it just, I'm, things like that just really, oh yes, tingles, confirms that I am interpreting what is given to me, and what I'm supposed to be doing. Not that I know that the final, like, I'm just doing what I feel God is guiding me to do. That is all I'm saying. I don't know where it's taking me. I don't know where well, actually, it's not just me, but it is me doing the research. But it's for all of us. It's not just for me. So yeah. So anybody that listens to the video, and and I had to chuckle because I did not read Psalm 131 yesterday, and I did write it in the comments that I wanted to the redo it, and now I don't remember why, but it's in the notes in the comments, because I was guided to go back to another video I did, and it was another 5-day, which is a day of grace. Yeah, see, like I said, I do this research, and I just kind of, which I almost want to, the next, because my next number is going to be 11. And yeah, and I think it said 356 when I said 11. I think what I want to do is, like, do it in the moment. Even though I do a lot of research, I think I'm going to pause the video. But then that means I have to, because I like to intermingle it. I don't know. I'll have to think that out. But because there's stuff that gets lost in what I see and what I'm guided to as I'm doing it. Which, I don't know. Share with me. Well, I guess, I don't know. If it was like an immediate thing that you guys do, come in watch my video, but it's not. So I God'll guide me. Don't overthink it, Paulette. God'll guide me. All right, so let's get on with it, because it's probably going to be long, because I found a bazillion things. Today is, and see, this is another reason why I say I need to do 11, because I did see a lot of 11s when I thought it was the number 11 that I was supposed to do. Today is 11 of Elul on the Hebrew calendar. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely 11's my next number. And I'm tingling. And I realized that my numbers are going down. And it's not like I'm looking for numbers that go down. I'm just looking. I'm observing numbers that pop out to me. And how, and actually, yeah, and if I see them often throughout the day through various things that I do, just like I was watching a video and it had, 17 likes, and things like that sticks out to me. That and one had 911 likes. And I was just chuckling because 11 was my number. That I, things like that just confirmed to me that, and there's no other number that really sticks out to me. It's what God puts in my brain, my mind, my energy, I don't know what you want to call it, to pick up on. And I'm being obedient and being observant. Maybe that's why I'm not bored now. Now God's putting that on me, because I'm working. I am working. I'm observing. Not that I'm getting paid for it, but yeah. I guess in the end, we'll all get paid. But I'm going to get on with the video now that we're 7:44 a.m. Alright, so okay, I'm going to start out with the number 7. Well, I think I started out with page 17, because I was like, okay, well, let's see what page 17 of the Bible is. These are just things that pop up in my mind relating to the number. It's not like I have a really, set pattern of what I do for the numbers. But, which, to me, it all says that, yes, that what I'm looking at, because I see how this information relates to some other information I saw, and I'm like, wow, yeah, and it's for us to put the puzzle pieces together. Yeah. And this is how God gets you to be more, I guess, in His world. But on page 17 of my Bible was Genesis 14. So on Genesis 14, it's an ancient story of war and faith. It's 4 powerful eastern kings defeat 5 local kings in the Dead Sea region. They loot the city of Sodom and capture Abram's nephew, Lot, which I find this fascinating because it is, Jesus says He's going to return in the time of Lot and Noah. But, yeah, so this is relating to Lot. So Abram gathers 318 men, launching a surprise night attack, and wins and saves Lot. And on his way back, Abram meets Melchizedek, and he's a king of Salem, which is early Jerusalem. A mysterious king priest, and refuses a reward from the king of Sodom. So then I went into more of a breakdown. So the War of the Kings. So the 4 kings from the east and the 5 kings from the Jordan Valley, that's where the other kings were from, who tried to stop paying taxes. I guess that's what happened. So the East army wins in the valley of Siddim. They take many goods and capture Lot, who lives in Sodom. So Abram rescues Lot. So a survivor tells Abram the news. He tells him what happens. So Abram trains 318 servants and chases the enemy far to the north. Abram attacks at night and defeats the kings and brings back Lot and the people and all the goods. So Melchizedek blesses Abram. So Melchizedek, the king of Salem and priest of the God Most High, okay, brings, and I'm going to cry, brings bread and wine to Abram. Melchizedek blesses Abram, and Abram gives him a tenth of everything he won. This priest king is later viewed as a symbol pointing forward to Jesus Christ. And I hope you got that correlation with the bread and the wine and the blessing. Yeah, because that's what Jesus did. So Abram and the king of Sodom. So the king of Sodom tells Abram to keep the goods, but give back the people. And Abram says no, because he does not want Sodom's king to claim he made Abram rich. So Abram trusts God alone to provide for him, and that's just like Jesus. He's relying on God to provide for him. So 17 is complete victory and overcoming the enemy. So 10 represents law and ordinal perfection, and 7 is spiritual perfection. And this is Noah's flood. So in Genesis 7:11, which 7:11, that just and I know other people that have like get dreams and things like that. I really don't get dreams. Very rarely. Like, I think my last, and it's not like really a dream. It's kind of like a dream, but just words. I don't know if I'm really explaining it, because it's not like I really see anything. I more so hear. And the last time I heard something, I think it was, let me see when it was, because I found it to be very fascinating. It's like I don't know what this stuff means. Where did I write it down at? It's gonna be a long video, but it's alright. It's documented. Oh, see? Now here we go. Which makes me chuckle. On 8/11, it was 12:38 in the morning. It's when I documented, which means crown. in um, Strong's Concordance. But I was dreaming of Jesus and how he died for us. Yeah, 811. Get that? And I told you, 11's my next number. So, on August 1st, it was 1:26 in the morning, which means eternal, everlasting, ever during. Yeah, and I guess it means earthy and red earth. And see, and that's in Hosea 11:8, which, and it's also goes back to what I'm reading about, ancient city near Sodom and Gomorrah. But yeah, so on 8:1, I heard in my spirit that woke me up. It woke me up. You don't need a warning. You have 30 days. And I was like, wow. What does that mean? Yeah, yeah. And then there was something else I wrote somewhere. That I heard in my spirit upon waking. And let me see if I can find that. Yeah, I really want to find it. Oh, and another thing that relates to me, I mentioned the number 539, and that was on 8:20 when I wrote this. But I wrote down Leviticus 17:11. And hello, I'm doing the number 17, and I told you my next number is 11. And this was on 8:20. What's today, the 24th? Yeah, I had no idea at that point. 17 was given to me yesterday. Yeah, but I heard something about dying. And I was like, yeah, how long ago was that? I don't even know when that was. I ran across it. Which, okay, so before I forget, because I don't think I wrote this down, I was led to go back to my 17th video. And, which is before I even went into any of the Bible, any, because my 17th video was done maybe in 2024, maybe? Here, hold on, I can tell you, because I do take notes and I date it, because I first started doing videos in June of 2024, so, oh no, it was, I think it was 20, oh, it was 2025. See, I wasn't really doing much videos back then. Because oh yeah, it was on oh my gosh, 9/26/2025 was when I did video 17. And I thought it was relevant because 9 and 26, 9 plus, 26 is 8, 8 plus 9, 17. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure, and And that was a video that I felt a shift in my spirit, and I wanted to document it because it was not that I felt it that day, but it was a shift that lasted days. So I know it wasn't just like, a different feeling that goes away, if you know what I mean. Like, some days you wake up and you feel blah or whatever. You just feel different. And so the feeling that I had was lasting. And so I wanted to document it. And I said, I don't know what, oh, tingling. I said, I don't know what it's all about. I said, but I'm excited. Yeah, I really want you to listen to that video. I'm going to link it in the, I guess I'll put it in the description. Yeah, I said, I don't know what, and keep in mind, this was September of last year. Yeah, nothing really shifted in my life, because obviously you see that I'm now home, I'm houseless, but yeah, and this is before I read the Bible. This is before any of that. I was just working on me. I was going the, and this is how I'm saying everything, some people say that it's horrible that the Pope, I think it was the Pope, said that all religions, all gods, I forget what he said, to be honest with you, but it was talking about the other gods lead to God or something like that. And I not that I was following them, but I was looking into them, and I did talk about that in this video. So what, all these videos are really my journey, and that's what I said. It's really and I'm sure you can clearly see the difference in me from that video to now. Oh, and I wrote down 11 is yeah. See, I got into to the tarot and stuff like that, because even though the tarot is, I guess it's classified as demonic, it does read the energy. You can't deny that. It does read the energy. Not that it did anything for me, but I saw how it actually really did. It did. What do I want to say? Pick up on what's going on in my life. It really did. And that's all it does. It just picks up on what's going on in your life. Not that it changes your life. But God changes your life. I mean, my life is so changed. I mean, it brought me to the peace, what I was doing. And that's really what I wanted. I wanted peace because I was just so, not to say I was depressed. I felt down and out, kind of, because nothing good was happening in my life. I wanted good. Yeah, so I found, so I said in that video, I was at peace. I was being at peace, and I was really at peace. And that's what I felt like yesterday was a shift. Was another shift, because you could feel shift in energy in your body. Like you can, if you're if you're observant and not in this world, you can pick up in the shift in the atmosphere. Yeah. Yeah, you could pick up on that shift, and I felt a shift within me. I said I was no longer seeking, I'm just being, and that's it, to put into words how I'm feeling right now. And I know it's because I've been working on myself for a long time. It's my inner calmness is even calmer, and I almost feel like I'm not here. Like so much, because a lot of the energy that you hold inside your body is probably mostly anxiety and you know, your worries about things. Yeah, I just feel like a shift, and it's not like I can explain it. And now that I'm researching the number 17, and I forgot all about that video, to be honest, and that I documented that. So I really feel it's pertinent for now, because I said I don't know what it's all about, but I said I think we're all gonna find out, and I said and I'm excited to share that with you. And I probably at that time I thought, you know, because I was playing the lottery, I probably thought I was gonna win big, like something like that was, you know, and maybe my lottery win is, you know, Jesus coming and rescuing us, you know. That's the lottery win. Because I was watching a video that I've been recently drawn to, that he said something about what was I gonna say? Hold on a second. Alright, sorry, someone was walking their dog and they had to cut through right next to me. Yeah, but he said something about you won the lottery. And I'm like, yeah, that was, because there's many interpretations of, just like the Bible, you can read it and it can mean one thing, or you can interpret it another way, you know. And so when I told God I wanted to win the lottery, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. It was him. It was him I won. Yeah. It was him. And so yes, I have won the lottery. So, yeah, I guess I'll get on with the video. But I'm gonna link that my video 17, so it's easy for you to get to. Yeah, so the Noah's flood. So the rain to the flood the earth started on the 17th day. Isn't that fascinating? The rain started on the 17th day. So maybe the rain's starting on this video. you know, if we're gonna relate this to the time of Noah, say it's starting to rain today. So yeah, so it rained, and that was in Genesis 17:11. So it started to rain on the 17th day of the second month. So I did some research, and I wanted to know on the Hebrew calendar when that was. But I would know. I don't know if that ever changes, to be honest with you. But I guess this year, the 17th month of the, because I don't know the Hebrew calendar that well. So when I did Google it, it related to 2026. Well, because we're in this time, okay? So, and like I said, I don't know if back then at this time when this flood happened, if it was the same day. But we're here and now, okay? I wasn't led to go, I was led to figure out the now. So that was May 4th. So May 4th is when it started to rain. And the ark rested on Mount Ararat on the 17th day of the 7th month. So I figured that out to be September 28th, which I was a little sad because I wanted it to be like 9/11 or something. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Because I hope, if nothing happens on 9/11, I hope something really pivotal happens on 9/11. And yeah. And I know I said something about 8/22 being a kickoff. So I don't know. So let's be observant, okay? Yeah. And then I 9/13, September 13th is the first of Tishri. So that's where it comes out of Elul, because we're now in the month of Elul, and it does not shift, which I find it fascinating because there's only 29 days to the Hebrew calendar. And so that makes me think back to my July 29th video, where I was having all these like epiphanies and oh yeah, tingles. Yeah, but like I said, there's something to it. I don't know exactly what it is, but God's confirming I'm onto something. I don't know what. Come on, God, get my brain with it, because I want to share. But you know, I guess I'm learning what I'm supposed to be learning, and relaying that. So, and then resurrection parallels. So Jesus rose on the 17th day of the Hebrew month of Nisan, which I find fascinating because I got into the Nisan thing. I think it was on hold on. Yeah, on my video, which I did on the 18th, which was my number. I did the number 27, but I wrote up everything on the 17th. So this is what I'm saying. Things are relating. And then I found this fascinating. So, yeah, so the Hebrew month of Nisan, securing victory over death. And this I found very fascinating because I never picked up on this, even though I've read it. Because I said things in my life correlate to the Bible. And I'm sure definitely in your life too. You just got to be observant. And like I said, and I've heard many times people said, I've read the Bible so many times and it just finally was shown to me. Like, yeah, me too. Lifespan and ages. So Joseph lived in Egypt for 17 years. And remember how I said Jacob? I relate to Jacob because it goes by my last name. Spent 17 years, not that I spent 17 years. Did I spend 1 year? Oh yeah, I don't remember. So, oh, I wish I can remember my address. I'll have to figure that out. So I spent 17 years in Goshen before he died. And there, I lived in a town. It's in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And it's Goshen. It's like the township is Goshen, which I find very fascinating. Yeah. Goshen. And then Genesis 17, God makes a covenant with Abram. See, this is like, I said, it goes back to me doing the page 17. So God makes a covenant with Abram and changes his name to Abraham and institutes circumcision. In 1 Samuel 17, it's the famous account of young David defeating Goliath with a slingshot and a stone. And then again, number 17, which I was guided to read Numbers, which, yeah, I just find it fascinating that God directed me to do that. I don't know, maybe it's like a week ago now. So so number 17 is the story of Aaron's rod budding, which miraculously bloomed to confirm God's chosen priestly authority. So, yeah. So that's all I'm gonna do on 17. I know there was so much more that I ran across, but yeah, we're already 38 minutes in. I don't want to make this super long, but so we're gonna get on with my 130-second video. So in Hebrew Strong, it's red or ruddy, which is hair, which my hair is red. I got red hair, even though it's got lots of grays in there. Or complexion. And then in Greek Strongs, it's Aeneas, Aineas, which is a proper name meaning praise or laudable. And that's in Acts 9:33 and Acts 9:34, but it was when a paralytic at Lydda was cured by Peter. So I am going to read Psalm 53, which is David returns to the mask of form while secure in the new city of David during those years when he was at war against Moab, Ammon, and Edom around 1002 to 990 BC. So So Psalm 53. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. God looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek God. Every one of them is gone back. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Hold on.